If you thought inflation rate in the US is high, take a look at Argentina's at 115%. American workers are demanding more to take on a job, and former President Donald Trump turns himself in. These are the top 3 headlines in this week's weekly business brief. First up, according to the Morning Brew, Argentine politician and economist Javier Millay has a plan to save Argentina's economy. If you thought 9% inflation was wild, consider the demolition of purchasing power in Argentina, where inflation is over 115%. The country, where 40% of the population lives in poverty, is headed for its 6th recession in 10 years. Millay supporters see his policy ideas as extreme, but hope they would provoke a necessary jolt to a broken system. Up next, reported by CNBC, American workers are demanding almost $80,000 per year to take on a new job. The amount of money most workers want to accept a job reached a record high this year, a sign that inflation is alive and well, at least in the labor market. According to the latest New York Federal Reserve employment survey released Monday, the average reservation wage, or the minimum acceptable salary offered to switch jobs, rose to $78,645 during the second quarter of 2023. That's an increase of about 8% from just a year ago, and it's the highest level ever in the data series that goes back to the beginning of 2014. The number of significant and the wages increasingly have recognized as a driving force in inflation. While goods prices have abated since the pushing over inflation to its highest level in more than 40 years in mid-2022, other factors continue to keep it well above the Fed's targeted rate of 2%, like housing. We talked about this last week in the business brief. Lastly, Mr. Trump plans to turn himself in on Thursday at a Fulton County jail, reported by CNN, following his agreement earlier Monday at a $200,000 bond and other release conditions. The release conditions outlined in Trump's bond order are more extensive than those laid out in others approved earlier Monday in the case. Unlike some of his co-defendants, the former president is explicitly barred in the order from using social media to target his 18 co-defendants in the case, as well as any witness and the 30 unindicted conspirators. The Fulton County election subversion case marks the first time the release conditions for Trump have included a cash bond and a prohibition on intimidation through social media. Of course, Donald Trump loves to use social media to leverage his voice and get his point across. And of course, we all know his delivery, not necessarily the best. Can Donald Trump recover from all of the drama in his life right now? Leave your thoughts in the comments and let's discuss. And this has been your weekly business brief. I'll see you guys next week. And remember to like and subscribe to the channel to keep up with the latest updates. Appreciate you guys listening and watching. Peace out.